Thank you for tuning in, everyone. If you're watching on the replay, I'm just waiting for those to join in on the live stream. We've got YouTube live at the moment and also Instagram. Just waiting for people to come in. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I hope the lighting's good. There's sun rays coming in through the window. I've had to move into a different room for this session, but I quite like the rays of light shining through. So I hope that it translates well and you can still see me. But hello, thank you everyone for joining. It's just a Q&A session today. So if anyone has any questions, I'm about for about 45 minutes to an hour. So if you have some questions, just do let me know. Hello, Mary. Hello, Nigam Dr. Kumar. Hello, bro. Hope I said your name correctly. Namaste, Ayusha Chopra. Apologies in advance if I say anyone's name incorrectly. I just like to give my attempt to let you know that I am talking to you. So yeah, I'm just going to be looking up and down to both cameras. Streaming live on YouTube and on Instagram at the moment. So if you have any questions, just do pop them in the comments down below. Now, there was a question that was already asked in advance on my Instagram story about how can you manifest, or is there any way to tune into your partner, what they are going to be like, and everything like that. Well, I do a lot of videos on my YouTube channel about how you can manifest your specific partner, your perfect relationship. So you can tune in. Remember, everything's energy and frequency, and how we manifest, we have to match our frequency to what we desire. Now, without going into too much depth, just to be concise, what we manifest is based on what we determine to be true. The universe is literal. So if we feel that we are lacking something, the universe is going to seemingly manifest experiences that represent that lack. So we want to manifest whatever it is that we want to act like it's already here. So if you want to manifest the perfect partner, then think about all the traits that you want your partner to have. Think about what you want your relationship to be like and how it's going to make you feel. And then if you put that vibration out there, you can tune into the reality where that exists in the quantum field. Because everything's energy and frequency. And on the quantum level, in quantum physics, there are so many parallel realities, so many different possibilities. So in one reality, your perfect partner, how you desire, already exists. It's just about tuning in your frequency to match that vibration. So I wouldn't try and predict how they're going to be. You can intend to manifest a relationship that resonates for you. And you can put that out there. So rather than trying to predict, create, influence, manifest that perfect partner and all the traits that you would like from your relationship. And it will be in perfect resonance with your partner as well, because you would be a vibrational match. So focus on the specifics, on what it is that you would like to manifest in a relationship, rather than trying to predict. So I hope that was helpful. For those of you who don't know, on the Instagram side, I do have a YouTube channel up now, and I post regular videos every week. If you would be interested, please do check out my YouTube channel. If my content on Instagram resonates for you, I'm sure my content on YouTube would resonate as well. I've had a lot of requests for videos. My YouTube channel handle is Danny Conscious Living, exactly the same as my Instagram. And there's quite a lot. If you are interested in manifesting a specific partner or your perfect relationship, I do quite a lot of videos on that. You can check out some videos on that process and different techniques that you can do to get into that feeling state. No questions on the YouTube side at the minute. That's fine. Let's have a look. Question here. I'm _Monica 101. Hello there. Give me one suggestion for myself to be open to receive all the blessings which the universe has for me. Pretty simple, really. Just declare and say to yourself, I am willing to receive the divine abundance that's waiting for me. I'm willing to receive the divine abundance that's waiting for me. You say, give me a suggestion for you to be open to receive. Well, only you can be open. But a technique that you can do to get to yourself to be open is to repeat that affirmation that you are willing to be open and receptive. Because a lot of the times we don't realize it, that we actually block ourselves off from manifesting or from receiving the abundance that we want. We have a lot of self-sabotaging behaviors. We might not realize it consciously, but part of us might have some resistance to change. Even though we want change because something might not be working out for us, we still resist it for some reason. Part of the conditioning in the mind. A lot of the times we feel that we don't deserve the change, or we don't deserve the blessings, we don't deserve the abundance, or we think there's a lack of, and therefore we don't expect to have enough to receive, and we keep projecting this feeling of lack, and of course we then keep experiencing, manifesting the loop of more lack. So one suggestion to be open and receptive: start saying affirmations: I am willing to be receptive, I am willing to receive, or I now receive. The reason why I say I am willing is because if you say I am willing, that's a clever way to get past the resistance in the mind. Because if you say I am now receptive to receive my abundance, or I now receive money, I now receive love, you might have a limiting belief that you don't deserve. You don't think that you're worthy to receive, or you don't think it's possible, therefore it can block it. So by saying I am willing, you're not, the right way of putting it, you're kind of using a bit of reverse psychology. You're saying that you're willing to be. You might not feel it right now, but you're willing to do that. And if you keep saying that you are willing to be, you'll eventually manifest the feeling state and the circumstances where you are willing. And then as soon as you are willing, then you'll be able to manifest the blessings which await you. So I hope that helps. Was there any other questions before that? Not that I can see. Let's have a look. Hope everyone's been having a lovely weekend. Rohit_Q_10. In meditation, why I feel spherical shape in very center of my head, but I can define its boundaries. Sometimes it feels inside the body and afterwards feels outside the body. I don't know what this is. I don't know what that would be either, but I do know that shapes, a lot of symbols, symmetrics, and we get communicated to in various different ways, especially meditation. When you're in meditation, you go quite deep. You are literally opening yourselves up to experience other realities. You're shifting your brainwave state, and your perceptions are now becoming more open. So it's very common to receive any kinds of communication or see symbols when you're in a meditative state. Because I'm not seeing the symbol, I can't say what that would be or what that would mean for you, but you are empowered to tune into your own intuition to find out what that would mean. If you go into your heart center, we all have 40,000 brain cells in the human heart called sensory neurites. And the heart is the bridge between the lower three chakras and the upper three chakras. And it's said to be the seat of the soul and where we get our intuition. Now, the heart, around the heart is a very large electromagnetic field, also known as a torus field. And when we tune into the frequency of our heart in meditations like heart-brain coherence, for example, we can access deep intuition and insight. So I do get asked questions a lot. Oh, I have these dreams. What does it mean? I don't know. It's not my dream. It's not my message. But we are all empowered to find out what that is, what that message is for us by accessing our intuition. So if you've ever received any messages or symbols in a meditative state or in a dream or whatever it may be, you can ask for more clarification and guidance. You can ask your heart center, you can tune in and see if there's anything more that you can be shown. So yes, I'm afraid I don't know what the symbol is, so I can't say what it means. However, it's a very common way to get communication, but it's definitely worth tuning into your heart center to find out what it is and communicating with the universe, and you will get more guidance. And if you are a bit unsure of how to do that, you can just say a simple affirmation, something as simple as, I now know all the messages that I need to know. I know all the messages and the signs that I need to know for my highest good. And then just be open to what guidance comes your way. So I hope that helps. Good question, Monica. Yes, it was. You're welcome, Monica. Thanks. See if there's any more questions. No questions on the YouTube side at the moment. But I'll just touch again. While the question, oh, there's a question just down here actually. Let's have a quick look. Before I ask this question, I'll just touch again upon what I said about the heart. Now, a lot of you may have an idea or be familiar with heart-brain coherence, especially if you've been meditating for quite a while and are quite familiar with a lot of the spiritual teachings out there. But heart coherence is something that's has a very powerful effect on my personal practice, and it's something that I do talk a lot about as well. With the power of the heart, we are combining the heart and the brain together to create heart-brain coherence. Because, as we said there, obviously we have the brain, but there are brain cells in the heart. If you can combine these two organs and create one system, we can access amazing insights. Our body recovers so much quicker. We can access a different level of intuition, a different level of knowing, and connect to our higher selves. And this is pure science. It's rooted in a lot of the traditions that we have been familiar with for so long, but there is lots of science now backing it up with studies of the brain and the human heart. And we can access the field around us, with all the energy around us that has all the information. We can call that source, we can call that the divine matrix, we can call that God, prana, chi, whatever you want to call that. But the heart is able to tune in. The heart is our bridge for accessing this information. And the more that we can adopt heart-brain harmony, then the more we can be in alignment with our higher self and access this information to help us with our everyday decisions and to also improve our health. And we do that through certain types of meditation techniques and focusing our attention on our heart by experiencing elevated emotions like love, joy, gratitude, compassion. All of these are wonderful, highly elevated emotions, emotional feelings. And several studies have shown that when we have these elevated emotions, it turns on over 1,400 different chemicals in the brain that promotes growth and repair. So things like our immune system gets boosted. We start to recover and restore ourselves much better. We lower the stress hormones. We start to release all the feel-good chemicals in our body, and we become into a much more state of alignment. And our heart begins to beat in a much more coherent way. Coherent means order. And when our heart is in coherence, our brain becomes coherent as well. But I can do a separate workshop and video on YouTube video on heart-brain harmony, because that deserves its own subject, own topic in its own right. Right. So yes, another question. So Sydney Maria, hi there. Advice on, I feel so depressed that I lack motivation to push, but I still feel some spiritual energy pulling me to keep going. I feel so lost, I feel so forced to live a life I don't want. I think a lot of us have experienced or experiencing feelings like that. What we have to remember, and it is hard at times to make changes because we have so much programming and conditioning. So your question, advice on, I feel so depressed and lack the motivation to push on, but yet I still feel some spiritual energy pulling me to keep going, but I feel so lost and forced to live a life I don't want. Now, a lot of us are going through massive changes right now, for the whole planet is. And we are letting go of so much stuff. The planet is going through, so if you're very familiar with energies and frequencies, the planet is going through huge energy changes right now, where everyone is being affected on some level, and we are being forced, we're finding out the old ways of living don't serve us anymore. And we can see that with people what's going on in our own lives, we can see that with people around us, and we can see that what's going on in the world collectively at the moment. So you're not on your own there, where you might feel a bit lost and a bit low, because a lot of the things that you might have done just doesn't seem to be working, because we're meant to be moving on. You're raising your vibration. And the fact that you are on your path, it's obvious that you are, because you also feel this sense of what you call spiritual energy pulling you to keep going. So that means you also have a sense of your intuitive guidance, your higher self that's still there telling you to keep going. Now, what we have to remember is that when we are born, we are programmed from the very beginning based on our parents, society, our caregivers, our immediate environment. We are programmed to we're basically, when we're born, our brains are what's our brain is in what's called the theta brainwave state, which is the constant state of being in hypnosis. So when we're born, we're literally, our mind is like a supercomputer. The subconscious mind is a supercomputer. So we're taken on downloads and programs by people around us, and we start to formulate our core beliefs. Now, depending on the experiences that you had when you were younger, or any highly emotional experience that you had at any point in your life, if there's a really strong emotional reaction behind it, the subconscious mind remembers that. It remembers much more vividly the things that you feel emotionally. It leaves an imprint. And if you've not had a very good experience, and it may have been an experience based on a lot of fear or a lot of lack, for example, your mind will remember that, and then a habit pattern will form or a belief will form. If you didn't get shown much love or affection by your parents when you were younger, or if you were bullied at school, or you were made to not feel very confident or good about yourself, you might struggle with self-worth. You might not have any confidence, and you might have been depressed about yourself, not get a good relationship, not seem to be succeeding, and you have these beliefs that you're not good enough. And then, of course, this can feel very depressive, very lack of self-worth, but these are just programs in the subconscious mind that we have taken on. They're not truth. We have to remember that. So the fact that you are also feeling, and amongst all this low feeling, feeling depressed, feeling whatever, whatever else that you may be feeling associated with that, keep tuning into that part of you that tells you to keep going, because that is your inner compass, that is your inner guidance, and we are all being pushed right now more than ever to follow that, especially if we want to manifest. All the teachings of the law of assumption and Neville Goddard, for example, they say all the teachings say we must be in that feeling space, like our goals, our dreams and desires has already happened. But to do that, we have to shift past these blockages that we have, and we want to clear a lot of this stuff that we are holding on to that doesn't serve us. So if you are still feeling those good feelings, and amongst all that, keep tuning into that. But I would strongly say, if you are finding that there's a lot of things that are also bringing you down, find out what those things are. Make a list of all the things that doesn't seem to be working in your life, and that's one way to find out what needs to change. What habits you want to change, what attitudes you need to shift, what beliefs aren't serving you anymore, and also what it is that you need to work on to release. Because a lot of people tell me, oh, I don't know what to release, I don't know how to heal my inner child, I don't know what to meditate on, I don't know what affirmations to say. One simple way to find out what to work on is look at the things in your life that aren't working or you don't get full satisfaction with, and look at what those causes are, and then you are able to take these steps forward, clear from a subconscious level, and then begin to manifest much more easier what it is that you want that's in alignment with your higher self. Thank you so much. Is there a way I can talk to you one-to-one? I can pay for. Yes, absolutely. I actually do have coaching programs available where I work with clients in a one-to-one session. What I specialize in is helping clients to remove these subconscious blocks, because this is something that I've had to work on in my own journey. So there's a couple of different coaching programs where I work with clients on a short-term or long-term basis, completely up to the client, and we can go through the whole process of what's been going on. We can go through various different self-help techniques that you keep and that you're trained in, and it will help you get to clear those parts of your mind, the subconscious mind. We work on the spiritual level, the mental level, all the different levels to begin to release that energy and then begin to harmonize with your higher self. So yes, absolutely. I've also got a free 20-minute discovery call. So if you want to have a 20-minute call with me where we can have a chat about what it is that you'd like to work on to see if those programs sound good to you, then yes, absolutely. There should be a link in my Instagram profile, if anyone else is interested as well, where you can book the 20-minute discovery call. So it's very simple. Just click on the link, find the date and time suitable for you, and we can get the call booked and go from there. And you can also send me a DM with any questions that you have as well. So yes, we can absolutely get on a call and have a chat and see what we can do to help. Oh my gosh, I want to cry. I'm so happy. I needed you so much for your love. Oh, bless you. Do you know, I've been offering coaching for quite a while, but I've noticed that certain things, if I'm trying to advertise certain things, certain services or certain posts on my YouTube channel, it's very different. Sometimes not everyone sees it on Instagram, so I have to keep, doing various things to let people know. Because, for example, on the YouTube side, I've had so many requests to have a YouTube channel, so many requests to make YouTube videos, and now I'm finding a position to do it, but not everyone knows about it, because if I promote it on Instagram, not everyone sees it. So no, the coaching, I'm working with clients at the moment for this, with this sort of thing. I've been doing it for quite a while, but not everyone knows about that. So no, absolutely, we can work on a one-to-one level, and have a look at what we can do to help. So no, absolutely, we can get that call booked. I'm so glad you was able to join in on the live stream and find that out. And to anyone else who's interested as well, if you would like to work with me on a one-to-one basis or book a free 20-minute call, if there's something that you're struggling with, and we can see if there's something that you feel I can help you with, I can let you know what I offer, what the plan would be. We adopt each coaching plan to you personally, so that we can adopt to the issues that you want to work on, whilst at the same time following a curriculum that does work. And it's going to take you through a step-by-step process where you can go through this releasing, but not on your own. You've got that accountability, you've got that personalization. I've been through all this stuff. I've gone through so much, and these techniques that I am trained in, that I help with my clients, is what's helped for me. So they have a personal empowerment for me, because it's worked for me, and that's what I feel always works best. If you find something that helps you, it gives a much different energy in helping others, because it resonates so strongly. So please say hi, Paramesh. Hello, Paramesh. Hi, Paramesh. I hope you're doing well. Let's see if there's any more. You wear pendant. This is a pendant, yes. It's shungite. Shungite is a type of carbon. It's not actually technically a crystal, it's carbon, and it helps to block things like EMFs, negative radiations, and it's very, very protective grounding stone. Shungite, spelled Shungite. How to attract the abundance love from India. So, again, however you want to attract everything, you have to match your frequency to what it is that you want. So, like you could say, law of attraction teachings. In the law of attraction, we teach, you want to attract things to you, but a lot of people make sort of a mistake where they think, okay, I'm going to attract this. I wish to have money. I'm going to get money. I'm putting it out there. So I'm going to be attracted to it. But in the law of assumption teachings and the Neville Goddard teachings, it's spoken about that we have to actually assume, adopt, or have the feeling like we've already received first. Remember, everything's energy and frequency, and we give off an energy and frequency. And that energy frequency creates a vibration. And vibrationally, that is how we manifest everything in our lives. And the universe is very literal and very reflective, so it will reflect what we are defining to be true. If we are defining that we don't have what we want all the time, and we keep thinking of the lack of what we want, we're going to keep manifesting more lack. It's going to not show up. We're going to keep evading it all the time. But if we want to step into that abundance and really get it manifested, then we need to feel it. So we need to act like we've already got it. So think from the end like your wishes are already fulfilled. So, in other words, if you want to get into the flow of abundance, start feeling abundant. Fake it till you make it. Start imagining positive feelings. Start imagining the abundance around you. Start to visualize what you would do with that abundance. Feel that love, whatever it is that you want. And this is where we can sometimes have trouble doing it, because it's very different. It's a different way of thinking. We're not used to thinking in this way. And this is where our habit patterns and resistance and limiting beliefs will crop up. And that's why we find it very difficult. It's very easy to sit and say, think from the end, step into the feeling like your manifestation is already here. It's very easy to say that, very easy to understand. Very difficult to sometimes apply all the time if we've got lots of limiting beliefs, phobias, fears, anxieties, self-sabotaging behaviors that have been going on that's hold us back all our lives. Which is why it's important that when in my coaching sessions, what we first of all will look at is we look at the goals that you want to work on, and then we look at how we can clear those limiting beliefs first to manifest what we want. So if you want to manifest that love and abundance, start feeling like you've already got that love and abundance, start visualizing it. You can use affirmations in present tense to say you've already got it, but also look at any limiting beliefs that you have about it that may be preventing you from getting it, or that may have been stopping you from already getting it. I hope that makes sense. Your face, so attractive, sir. More positive vibes, your face. Oh, thank you, bless you. So to see if there's any more questions. And just whilst there's another question, waiting for another question to come through, another thing to bear in mind is that, thanks Danielle, you're welcome, because we do have these limiting beliefs that do crop up from time to time and can stop us from stepping into the life that we want. I mean, it's an ongoing thing, you know, with me as well. You know, we all have those, and we're all learning, we're all students, and sometimes we feel we've grasped it, sometimes it feels easier than others. The one good remedy, if all else seems to fail, if you can't seem to manifest the money, manifest the relationship, manifest better health, or manifest the perfect job, or whatever it is that you want, a great thing to help get around those limiting beliefs is just say, I am willing to release all resistance that's preventing me from experiencing my greatest good. I am willing to release all resistance that is preventing me from experiencing my greatest good. Just say, I am willing. Because remember what I said before, you want your affirmations to be present tense. You want to act like your manifestations are already here in your present reality, because then it'll be reflected. If you want that abundance, you've got to feel abundant. If you want that money, you've got to imagine money in your bank account, not look at what your balance might currently say, not pay too much attention to that, but emotionally. Take on the emotion of feeling that you've already got that money, that perfect health. You feel your body beginning to improve and heal. You see yourself with your perfect partner, whatever it is, or connecting with your higher self. We want to be present tense with that. But if we feel that we can't do that because we've got so much limiting emotional trauma, limiting beliefs, then what we want to do is say, I am willing, because if you don't feel, if it's too much to say, yes, I'm going to manifest my perfect whatever, and you don't really believe it, just say, I am willing to, or I'm willing to change. The more you say that, the more you can begin to feel, oh yes, I am willing to receive my divine good. Of course, you're going to be then manifesting you being willing, so the universe is going to be like, okay, you are willing. And that's the point when you feel, oh, I am willing, that's when you can start to say, I am abundant, and you can start to really believe it. And when you start to really believe it and feel it, that's when the results will come. I saw a question saying, how much is the pendant? The pendant is actually from a friend of mine who does have an Instagram page, the Shungite Shop. I don't know offhand how much this is. It also depends on different currencies, but the Shungite Shop, this wonderful Shungite products from them as well. And you can also get this lovely Shungite pyramid from them as well. So from the Shungite Shop. No questions on the YouTube side at the moment. Just to remind those who might be just tuning in to on Instagram, if you didn't know, I do have a YouTube channel as well. I'm currently on live on my YouTube channel page as well. I'm having to remind people of my YouTube channel because I've had lots of requests for that, and not everyone sees my videos when I post them. So Danny Conscious Living is also available on YouTube. I post videos every week, 3 or 4 videos every week, and daily shorts as well, and of course live workshops. All the live streams and all the workshops, all the replays are also going to be on the YouTube channel as well. I'm not able to post them on Instagram at the moment, so all the replays will be on YouTube. And another question, please come on weekly. Yes, I'm going to be doing 3 weekly workshops, a Q&A and a couple of workshop sessions each week. So they will we will be. I'm already a subscriber and watching your videos regularly. Oh, brilliant! I'm so glad. I really hope that the videos will help. And the workshops will be there'll be a Q&A and a couple of workshops on actual topics which I've done before. I've done topics on the subconscious subconscious programs, the subconscious mind, affirmations, manifesting, inner child healing. So I'll be updating on the Instagram stories and on the YouTube page as well, any workshops, topics. And if you have any topics, if anyone has any topics for YouTube videos or workshops that you would like to see me do one on, just let me know. Namrata, hello Namrata.mohan, thank you for tuning in. DQ Ramesh, I'm a big fan of your page, beautiful mudras and quotes, etc. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad that my posts have been resonating. That the mudras are really powerful, and they do seem to resonate with a lot of people, and they're very simple to do. So I'm really pleased that they do help. And there's another inner child healing. Is it Sat? I'm sorry if I can't pronounce your name. Satakashriya Japut 1, Inner Child Healing. Yes, I've done a workshop in Inner Child Healing before, but I can certainly do another one. I will make the Inner Child Healing the topic for the next workshop in the week. So now I'll post some details on that. So Inner Child Healing, and I can also do a YouTube video on that as well. And Kita Marisha, hi Danny, can we discuss about star seeds? Yes, absolutely. What would you like to know? Dream completing. Do you mean... I'm not sure what you mean by dream completing. Are you meaning interpreting dreams? I'm not a dream interpreter, so I wouldn't be able to say what the meanings of dreams are. But dreams, typically we get communicating dreams as like metaphors, unless it's a very vivid dream and the message is obvious. Please take my topic about star seeds. Okay, so workshops about star seeds, and I can do some YouTube videos about that as well. Absolutely, no problem. So we've got inner child healing, star seeds, how to avoid negative people. I've done a couple of workshops on how to avoid the negative energy, and I've also done a couple of YouTube videos on how to remove negative energy and protect yourself as well. So I can certainly do another workshop on that. But if you check out my YouTube page, Daily Conscious Living, you will find there's a video that says no more negative vibes, 5 ways to clear negative energy and 5 ways to protect yourself from lower frequencies. So it should be on my video list. So if you have a look at some of them, I'll go into quite a lot of detail on what you can do to protect yourself from that. But I can also do another live stream about that as well. How to fulfill dreams. Yes, we can talk about that. A topic for that. Can you tell me something about Golden Planet? I'm not sure what you mean by Golden Planet. So Golden Planet, I'm not too sure what that means. Maybe it's something else, but just gone by a different name. So we've got a nice list of topics here. So inner child healing, should have had a pen and paper, but I'll see it on the replay. Inner child healing, fulfilling dreams, star seeds, removing the negative vibes, your face, more positive vibes. Oh, bless you. Thank you for that. I will be doing, as I said, more of these lives. and the videos as well. So I'm so busy with quite a few different things, but obviously this goes like a Q&A session. I'm just sitting here, just don't know what's going to be asked, just going with it, you know. But the next live stream will be a workshop, and we'll start with the inner child healing workshop. So that's probably going to be on a Tuesday, but I'll post the time and date for sure nearer the time on my Instagram page and my YouTube channel. Chakra healing, yes, that's a good one. Chakra healing, I'm actually in the process of creating a chakra healing meditation YouTube video, actually. A meditation which you'll be able to perform and do, guided, and chakra healing, it's so important, but it's easy to be neglected because we're just not used to, you know, taking it on board. But keeping the chakras clear is very, very important. So that is another topic. You're from which country? I'm from the UK. I'm from England. And you said mobility with a question mark. Are you meaning do a workshop or video on how to increase mobility? Anurag, which meditation is best for deep sleep? I'm not familiar with a particular meditation that's for deep sleep. There's various things that you can do to help with a deeper sleep, and for a more restorative sleep. What I do is I do either some yoga or qigong, like meditative practice shortly before bed. And I find that really does help me have much more of a restorative sleep. There are certain meditations and frequencies that you can listen to that can help deeper sleep, but I'm not an expert on the sound healing and the different frequencies, so I don't quite know which frequency you would need to listen to or what for you to recommend. There's lots of things on YouTube, of course, but whether they are the actual frequency, I'm not too sure. And yes, okay, mobility, yeah, how to increase mobility. So we're getting a nice list of topics here for future workshops and for YouTube videos as well. Sometimes I find if I meditate before bed, it can either help me have a deeper, more restorative sleep or can stimulate me and keep me awake. But coupling like a meditation with some form of movement like yoga or qigong. Yoga and qigong practice especially for the evening, so you're doing exercises and movements that help to make your energy be more inward and to help get the body primed for sleep rather than stimulating has made a huge difference for me and my sleep and actually feeling restorative. So if you already practice something like yoga, perhaps you could maybe, it's always an option, is it possible for you to do some yoga shortly before bed? And is it possible to do like an evening yoga practice just to help begin to wind down and staying off things like mobile phones and electronic devices late at night, of course, would always help too. So I can stay on for another couple more minutes. If there's anyone's got any last questions before I sign off. No questions today on the YouTube side. Had some people tuning in on YouTube, but no questions. Glad we've had some questions today on the Instagram side. No gadgets after 10 p.m. though. Yes, it's also that you have to think about the blue light and things like that, you know, and just the whole stimulation. You know, it's depending what time you go to bed. I mean, ideally, I think I've heard that if you want to have at least an hour or two, if you can have an hour or two of no devices or gadgets before going to bed, that would be much better, more ideal. But of course, it depends, you say after 10 p.m. It depends when you want to go to bed. If you want to go to bed at 10 p.m., then you want to come off them earlier. If you want to go to bed at midnight, then 10 p.m. would probably be the time when you'd come off. So just give one more moment if there's any more questions that anyone has. But I will be doing, so I will do the inner child healing as the first topic for the next workshop. So that will be on Tuesday. I'm not entirely sure on the times yet, but I will post nearer the time. Can you recommend a good pillow? uh, uh, well, it is very individual, that, because it's going to depend on so many different things. However, I have memory foam pillows, and I like a nice firm pillow that can mold against my head and my neck, so to really support my neck. So I've got a memory foam pillow, and I've got another pillow that it's not memory foam. This one, what is it called? Is it like a temper? TEMPUR. It is one where it really sort of molds and gets to know the shape of your head and your neck, so that it gives you ultimate support. So those are the pillows that I like to use. How to be very consistent in meditation. Just keep going. I mean, I have been in phases where I've gone in and out of doing meditations and it's just, the more you, it's like with any habit, you just got to keep doing it and not be put off if you have expectations of what you think your meditation is going to give you. And let's say you feel like, right, you're going to have a really good meditation, and you found that it was difficult. You go to meditate and you find that your mind just won't stop thinking, and you have to keep bringing your attention back to your breath or whatever your anchor point is, and you find it very difficult, and you think, oh, I've not had a great meditation, I can't meditate. No, it doesn't matter. If you meditate and you can't seem to clear your thoughts, it does not matter. The fact that you keep bringing your attention back to your breath, back to your body, and back to the present moment, the more you do that, you are literally retraining your mind, you're retraining your brain, and getting into that habit. There'll be some days where you will have a meditate and you think, oh, that would manage to get into alignment much more easier. Other times it'll be more difficult. So just keep going and don't be put off. The more you do it, the easier it will get. So it's just keep going. Meditation, it's one of those things, the more you do it, the more you kind of get the benefits, and then the more motivation. Once you see the benefits and once you see results in your life and within yourself, then you begin to really notice the differences, and then that motivates you, and then you begin to get a positive feedback loop and a positive cycle that, okay, this is working, this is helpful, and all the other wonderful benefits with that. Where do you purchase your pillows, please? Oh, I get it from a local store where I'm based, so I wouldn't know. I don't know where you are or what your local stores would be, but for me, the best pillows for me, is something that really supports my head and neck. So wherever, if you've got any local stores that sell beds or pillows around you, where you can go and try, I really would say you have to try these pillows and beds out yourself, especially for your body. Everyone's so individual, but anything that really molds itself to your head and neck, because that gives you ultimate support, and that's what I need, and that's what I sleep with. Where are you from? I'm from the UK, from England. So I'm going to be signing off in just a moment now. So just to go over again to everyone, I'm going to be doing a workshop on YouTube and Instagram this coming Tuesday on inner child healing, how we can heal our inner child and get past these limiting beliefs that we have that may be preventing us from manifesting what it is that we want, from not able to take on, or if we're struggling to really take on the law of assumption teachings, the stuff that Neville Goddard says, the wonderful teachings that he's left behind, then what we would look at is how we can move past those limiting beliefs to shift our perspective and align with our higher self. So we will do that on Tuesday. I will confirm the times nearer the time, but the replay will also always be available on YouTube anyway, and the replay for this Q&A session will also be available on YouTube as well. If anyone is interested, as I said before, in wanting to work with me on a one-on-one basis or have some personalized sessions, I do have some coaching plans available, and I do also offer a free 20-minute discovery call where we can talk about the issues that you currently have. We can see how we can make a personalized plan for you, and if you're happy with that, we can go ahead and start the program. You can book that by clicking the link in my Instagram profile. It will take you to a date and time where you can book a free 20-minute call, and the link is also available in my About section on my YouTube page as well. So thank you everyone for tuning in. It's been a wonderful Q&A, some lovely questions and wonderful suggestions for future workshops and YouTube videos as well. For those again who are new to my YouTube page or from Instagram, if you would like to see more videos, I'm over on YouTube, also called Danny Conscious Living. Post weekly videos. In fact, I had a video posted up yesterday, a really powerful Neville Goddard manifestation technique that can work as quickly as 10 seconds or less. It's a really wonderful technique to help get the intention ready for your day, to make it work in your favor rather than, you know, when you get out of the wrong side of bed and everything seems to go wrong. This is a way where you can set the intention for your day for everything to go right. So, with that being said, thank you everyone again for tuning in, and I will post details soon about the next workshop, but wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a lovely morning, afternoon, and evening, and I will see you in the next live stream. Take care, everyone. Enjoy your weekends. Bye.